What's going on? It's your boy Jay. You know, I've been studying a lot for many years, and I'm gonna say one of the things that I've noticed, you know, just as time goes on, is a lot of people believe. I just gotta show you this. A lot of people really believe that like intellect is such a superior thing. Like they think like, hey man, and I don't blame them because what does school teach you? Study, 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 remember, test, test, test. You get an A, you get a degree, you get these things. You get a reward for it. There's the fear of failure, and guess what? Now you graduate something, and now you're considered smart. But honestly, that's so far from the truth. Because once you realize where true intelligence uh, relies on is, I'm gonna put it like this: anyone that does any field involving repetition understands what true mastery is. That could go from, let's say, a football player, anyone in sports, to a surgeon, to an artist, or anyone that's able to see their skills progress over time. That's where actually the true intelligence happens, because you get tested. You get tested on the accuracy of what you know and how it relates to what you're doing and how good you're doing it. Other than that, everything is just kind of fluff. Like, say, for an example, I took a test on all the aspects of throwing a football or riding a skateboard. And I knew the history. I know what the board's made out of. I know, what it takes to make the ball. I know the form of how to hold the football in my hand in order to throw it correctly. Maybe I even studied the greats and their techniques. But does that make me an accurate? Does that make me a winner in that sport? Should I get rewarded for knowing the facts and the logic behind a football? No, that would be fucking ridiculous. No one in there is going, hey, I know more facts about football, and that's why I won the Super Bowl. And this is where most people are at, especially the way society has been lately getting programmed to continue to head towards, which is what? Head knowledge. I know X, Y, and Z. I know how things work. I can memorize something. I got a degree in this, and this is why I'm smart. But let's say the true mind, the true intelligence is actually, drum roll, your subconscious mind. Now, you see, when I speak about the subconscious mind, how many people know about that? Not too many. They don't know how it works. They don't know how to access it. They don't know how to study it. They don't know how to see results from it. They don't know how to put into it. They don't know how to even just plain and simple just see it. Because guess what? It's called the subconscious mind. In other words, the unconscious mind, the things we don't see. And that intelligence, that's real intelligence. Why is it real intelligence? Because it's what's allowing us to operate on a mundane level of just waking up and watching TV. That's what it helps you access on a mundane level. Meaning you could just chill, get up, turn on the TV, and what starts to happen is you naturally start blinking. You naturally start breathing without what? Your conscious mind being involved in the process of all of that. Your blood is flowing. The heartbeat doesn't skip a beat. You know, your cells and everything and the mechanism inside of it, it's all operating through that system. To the point where you don't even know why you do what you do. Why you like what you like. And you see, we could get real deep about that because, you know, someone will go like this consciously. I like the color blue because I chose it. You know, I like the type of girl that looks like this because that's my preference. You know, I think this religion is it because that's what God has told me. But that's all pure thought. That's all pure logic. That's all pure systematically being aware of a choice that was given to you. And I said that in a specific way. You're picking a choice that was given to you. Because that is not the real mind that's operating the system. There's levels to this, man. There's levels to this. And, you know, I like to make these videos because there's so much depth of certain people I surround myself with, of certain books I read, of certain mentors I have, that when you do tap into, let's say, these more detailed perspectives, you can no longer just really fall for, you know, the mundane stuff, the typical stuff that people fall for, you know, which is, you know, whatever the flesh wants. That could be lust, that could be greed, that could be hate, that could be depression, because you really look at it and you see how foolish it is to even fall for that. Now, does this make someone perfect? Negative, it don't. Because even though, you know, we have the spirit and soul, we still confined of the boundaries of this body and, again, the conscious mind. But I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna just drop this gem. All right, I'm gonna see y'all.